Now, I want to show you the comparison among these three different methods what I showed you in the previous lectures. That what is the difference among these three: average costing method, LIFO method, and the FIFO method of inventory valuation. So, if you look at the calculation of the previous example, you can see that by using FIFO method, the ending inventory amount you got 190, and the valuation of the inventory or the value of the inventory by using FIFO method is $2,793. Now, if you go back to go to the LIFO method, the ending inventory has to be same, but the value of the inventory actually dropped down to $1,900. If you go to the average cost method, you can see the value of the inventory actually rise up to $2,129.70. So that means by using the FIFO method, the valuation of the inventory goes absolutely high. By using LIFO method, you can show your value of inventory is a little bit less, and by using the average cost method, you can show the value of the inventory in between the FIFO and LIFO method, which is $2,129.70. Right. So if you go back to the lecture and want to show you the basic comparison or the significance of using these three methods. Obviously, if you look at the first one, the FIFO methods, as I told you before, that FIFO method is actually the first in and first out method. And this helps to provide a better value for the final inventory because you are actually counting the original value of the inventories and thereby protecting against damage and inventory obsolescence over the time. By using the FIFO method, or the FIFO method is actually increases the company's gross profit by matching the sales with lower inventory valued products. This not only increases the sales. This not only increases your company's gross profit, but also the net income and also the higher profit. That means the higher tax burden. So if you look at the last sentence of this one, by using the FIFO method, your gross profit will be higher. So that means on the other way around, if I can say, your net income will be higher. So that means your gross profit will be higher, and which results the higher tax burden. Because if you show your inventory value is high, obviously you have to pay high taxes. But this is a very good method to show the right valuation of your inventory, which is high, and the share value of your organization will go up by using the FIFO method. So, all right, if you go back to the previous one, just a second. Right. By using the LIFO method, again, what I said before, that is last in, first out. But LIFO isn't a good value for the final inventory calculation because it forces the company to hold the older inventory longer in terms of the money value, which increases the likelihood of that items could become damaged or become obsolete. Because inflation and rising price are given over time, this means the most recent product into your inventory is more costly. So LIFO actually decreases your net income. And by reducing the net income, you can show your lower gross profit, which actually results the lower tax burden. So if you want to pay less tax to the government, on that occasion you can use the LIFO method, but you have to remember that will decrease down the overall share value of your organization. Right. So one thing I would like to say that is most of the organizations started to use this particular method because they have to pay less amount of taxes to the government. That's exactly why the LIFO method is actually banned in UK, United Kingdom, as an official method of business accounting and inventory valuation. So in United Kingdom, you cannot actually use LIFO method to value your inventory. Right. The last one is the average cost method. Average cost, again, I told you, simply takes a weighted average of inventory cost over time and assign the value of the inventory. It can be seen as a value that is neither a negative nor a positive in that sense that it doesn't discriminate between first in, first out, first in, first sold, or last in, first sold. So those company who are not going to take that much risk, or obviously not going to reduce down their share value, they can use the average costing method, which is the safe side to stay in the both part of the inventory valuation system. So in a summary, if I want to give you this, if I want to summarize the overall understanding of today's lecture, that is the three methods we actually discussed: FIFO, LIFO, and average cost method in terms of valuation of the inventory. If I use FIFO method, obviously I will take into our consideration first purchased inventory will be sold first in terms of the money value, which will definitely increase your total income, which will definitely increase your gross profit and results high taxes. In terms of the LIFO cost accounting method, in terms of inventory valuation, it will definitely reduce down your net income, which will reflect on your lower gross profit and which results the lower tax burden. But remember one little thing, LIFO method is actually banned in United Kingdom for reduce down their company shares by using this method. And the average method is neither the high, neither the low. It's just a kind of safe path so that you can value your inventory in average cost method. So I think this will definitely help you in terms of valuation the inventory, and this is the end of this particular lecture. So before going to conclude my lecture, again I want to give thanks to my mom and dad, my lovely wife and my kid for helping me to take this particular lecture by their effort. Thank you.